Hi, this WordPress tutorial will cover the media library and editing images. So we're going to start with going back into the back end. I'm already logged in. And if you saw, well, first of all, this is the media library. So I can go to the sidebar here and go to media, and I'll end up in the library. And if you saw my tutorial on adding images or adding an image gallery, then you'll recognize some of these images as being the radios that I brought in from that tutorial. So we can see these images here. There's 10 items, so we can see all of them. If there's more than 10, you'd probably have multiple pages and there'd be arrows to scroll through the pages, so keep that in mind. This is one of the reasons it's good to name your images, because if I type in radio now and hit enter or click this button, then it'll show me radio on ice because that's what I called this image. It doesn't show me any of the other images of radios because they're not titled or and they don't have any caption or alt text that says radio in them, so they don't show up in this search. So that's a good reason to actually put labels to put titles on your images. So let's just go back to all. And if I had anything other than images, then all would show me everything, and images here would obviously just show me the images, but in this case all and images are the same thing. So if I want to edit this image, I can actually do some editing from within WordPress. I can click edit, or I can click on this the name of the file, or the title actually in this case, or I can click right on the image itself to edit it. So now I'm looking at this image of this radio. I can change the title of it. I can add a caption. I can put alt text, which we talked about in the adding image tutorial. And I can put a description in there as well, which some themes will manage in different ways. So I also get some other information over here. I can delete the image. I can view the attachment page for the image if I want. And I can update these changes, whatever changes I make. And that's about all I really care to do here, except there's also this edit image button. So we're going to click into that, and you can get this to this point a couple of different ways, but we're going to do it right here. And let's say in this example I want to crop off some of this extra stuff around the radio. I just want the radio. So what I would do is, see there's a crop tool here, but I'm actually already selecting it. As soon as I click into edit, it's assuming that I'm going to crop the image. So what I do to crop the image is I click and drag where I want the final image to be. And I can adjust these to my heart's content. Whoops. And if I click outside of the crop area, it will reset that. So I have to kind of click carefully here. And you can also just grab the whole box and move it around if that's easier for you. And what I want to do is apply these changes to all the different image sizes. WordPress will take the original image size, which in this case was 3,000 pixels and change by 2,000 pixels and change. And it will also create a large version. This is the full size. A large version, which would be the full width of the website. A medium version, which is probably about half, and a thumbnail version, which is like a small version. This is actually the thumbnail here. So if I use this all image sizes, apply changes to all image sizes, then it will change all of those different sizes of image. Now that I've dragged this crop box, I actually need to click crop button. If I don't click it, then I can't save it. So I have to click this button to do the cropping. And now I've cropped this image successfully, so that's great. If it was rotated the wrong direction, I could click and rotate it. I can rotate it back as well. And I can flip it vertically so it's upside down. And flip it horizontally, which I did not do. I flipped it back vertically again. But you get the idea. You can also undo all these steps and redo them after the fact. So I can save this here. Now that I've applied the crop, I can also scale the image. I can enter in specific dimensions if you know that you want them to be a specific size. You probably don't really need to use this. You probably just want to use the crop part and then use the large, medium, and thumbnail images. So I'm just going to hit save, and now this image will show up as this other shape. You know, it's cropped. The extra information that we didn't want is gone, and that's just perfect. And that about covers the media library and editing an image. Hope that helps. Check out my other tutorials for more help.